Hello, gentles and ladymen. I am Bison Gaming, and I am joined by my buddy Steven. How's it going?
Hello, I am now audible.
Yeah, you're now audible unlike the last video. Thank God. And man, I thought I just fixed that. Okay, well, I'll fix it next time. Anyways, we are here. I need to fix one of my screen settings. It looks like it's cutting the top and bottom out, but that's a project to do for another video. We are here in the beta. And this is a casted game between myself and Kinda Cat. Kinda Cat is one of my go-to friends when it comes to playing team games. But here we are going against each other in a head-to-head battle using Haudenauseanee's new mechanics versus Malta's new mechanics. So in this game, you will see me as the multiplayer going with a fire thrower start versus Haudenauseanee's new native card that we have discovered in this game in particular is hilariously broken.
Yay, broken things.
But you will see that in a second. So let's go over here and take a look at Kinda Cat. This was actually a very close and even game right up until the end. I won't spoil who wins or loses, but it was a very fun game here. We have Smoke, our local guy. I don't know if any decks have been picked yet, but tell me what you think about the new mechanics and matchup between these two civilizations as we go in, Steven.
So, Hauds or Eero here got heavily buffed in this pop preview that, we're looking at right now, where tons and tons of their cards have had just massive increases. And there's the interesting new Civ bonus where they have the extra long-lasting trees. So, for every normal wood one person gets, they get two out of a single tree.
I'm so salty that Howd gets that, but India doesn't, by the way. But yeah, they have this new card with environmentalism that changes all of their coin cost units to wood for the late game, which is pretty cool. Yeah. It also puts them on a timer though, because even with plus 500%, the wood will run out eventually on the map. Yeah.
And the Iroquois here are very vulnerable to running out of wood because they don't have a factory. Your wood sources are limited.
Look at that. We have a 2-minute and 35-second click up time with the messenger for fast age up. This is about as fast as an age up can get right here. Started with 3 vills, and I know what kind of did. He's got a longhouse built up here, so that this trading post can go up with the Navajo settlements, and the Navajo turned out to be one of the most broken things that kind of had access to throughout this match. One of the carrying factors for sure. We have a Travok going ahead. It's going to be making a forward base probably. And we'll switch over to me. I have sent 3 vills at this point, and I started aging just a little bit ago. A little panicked because of the early age too, but I know Kinda Cat's style, and I know Kinda Cat doesn't like to go in as soon as they have a batch of units. Kinda Cat likes to build up a couple batches of units before coming in, so I know I have a little bit of time here,
Yeah. And we've got a bit of a mixed bag for Malta on this patch. Half of it's buffs, it's nerfs, but the fire throwers are getting seriously buffed in this patch.
Yes, and this is one of the things that I'm taking advantage of. I'm aging with the Logistician, which will be an important part to the build order, as we are going to get very early incinerary grenades to boost the area of effect of our fire throwers immediately for free. And we're just spending a little bit of extra wood to make these walls down here to help secure our hunts down below, which will just make us feel a lot more secure. The first card we're going to be sending here is flamethrowers, which will give us the artillery foundry that we need in order to start making units, which is going to be a fantastic bonus to the flamethrowers card, as well as allowing our fire throwers to compete to a degree in melee. So there goes our arsenal wagon.
Yeah, makes sense. And this is Colorado, so it's obviously, this is a funky little map where you think it's kind of a more chokehold-y map, but it's really not. So
So we
that
have the
wall
first
placement there is pretty good.
the first 4 tomahawks have come out, but kind of is just going around treasure guardian hunting for now. I actually didn't realize that they started with the tomahawks instead of the Navajo, because I saw the Navajo first as the first enemy. So that gives you an indication of how much time that I really have. Here's the artillery foundry coming in. I've also built a hospital so I can train pikemen and heal units up at this point. And I'm getting a depot set up right in the middle of the base, right next to the TC.
You are expecting that rush.
Yes! One depot just makes rushing so much harder from incoming civilizations. Like, this depot right here adds so much value. It's gonna make my fire throwers attack faster, it makes the town center attack faster, and should the base get overrun, I can blow this up with minimal damage to my houses back here, you know? So now the fire throwers are getting created. Over here, kinda cat. Yeah, so this is the broken card too. Native warriors are less expensive and you can train more of them. This should be an Age 3 card. Just saying. 25% cost reduction and 20% build limit increase. This should be an Age 3 card.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that this is a new card to this patch, and this is a combination of 2 cards that were both Age 2.
Yes.
So realistically, it's probably a little too strong where it's currently sitting.
And now we have the Navajo Riflemen, we have 9 Tomahawks. These Navajo Riflemen have 200 base HP, and this is something that I was not counting on, and it made the Navajo Riflemen very efficient in the early game here throughout this battle, my fire throwers heavily specialize in dealing splash damage rather than individual high target, so it ended up being very difficult to deal with these 5-speed 200 HP units in the second age with just basic fire throwers.
Yeah, who are able to catch up to your...
Yeah, look at that. There's like no damage there.
Yeah, no damage.
And that ended up being one of my big issues. And the Navajo Rifleman ended up greatly impacting the course of this game, is what I will definitely say. But as of now, we have 8 fire throwers, and we're training hospitalers as well. These guys just got revealed out of their stealth. My explorer has gone in melee, but these guys are so fast it doesn't matter. Dumb unit. I swear to God. But my explorer did keep them around long enough so that the fire throwers can do their thing.
Yeah, but you still don't get a kill there.
No, we don't. But at least we have target lock now, so it's better than it was.
We
actually got out with the explorer.
That's actually a rather it was a rather funny mechanic before this, where you would actually miss them with the main projectile, but your
the
splash damage. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very goofy. Yeah, look at that. 0.68 frame power attack speed. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, look how many Navajo! Look how many Navajo there are! It's ridiculous.
Yep. And you're not getting any kills in what realistically is a situation where you should be. Yeah. Look at that. You get one.
We're going.
Yeah, now that you've finally gotten some area of effect.
Even though we're not actually getting the kills, the area of effect is finally coming in, and I've only lost 1 fire thrower here, and that or 2 maybe. I lost 2 fire throwers, and there were about 5, I think, Navajo that died in that. So they're still like trading efficiently just due to the fact that they're doing siege damage, but it is rough here. But here we're shipping the Hanover allies for the Token Hafizar. It's so many Navajo. Okay, so he lost 4. He lost twice the Navajo, and look, all of his units are half HP, and my units get to chill out by the hospital to heal.
Yeah. Nice pull there. They do not get a fill.
They do there, though.
Rip.
Oh, no, they didn't. The Hospitaller sacrificed himself for the villagers.
A true knight.
That's a lot of fire throwers right there.
Yeah, I would not have walked in like that if I were kind of cat.
He's back up to
You
18, but died again. Like the fire throwers are so dangerous now in Age 2. It's very easy to get a very sizable mass, and he can't come anywhere near with the tomahawks because then they're gonna get multiplied, and that's gonna end really badly.
Yeah, he's making some Kanya here.
We have the infantry hit points by 10% and native warrior combat cards sent now.
Yeah, so
now we have a big battle here with
275.
We got flamethrowers coming in.
Oh yeah.
The token officers running around.
Yeah, but man, there's so much HP. You're just not getting them.
Yeah, the Navajo are ridiculously tanky. This is 275 HP for 45 food and 30 wood.
Okay, and here come their
You see how ridiculous that is?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Now we have some Kanya to deal with as well, though.
But you've got them snared, so it looks like you're getting away.
I'm shipping the pikemen and training hospitalers while this is going on. And now we're getting a commandery up. And this commandery will actually be in range of this depot here, believe it or not. And so yeah, now we're kind of at the stalemate. Kind of actually hasn't discovered this wall that I built, which is kind of funny. But now I know there's a lot more... And now I know there's a lot more Kanye I have to deal with. No water yet, but
yeah,
it's just more of these. That's all. It is ridiculous. Like the fire throwers have added so much power and defensive capability to Malta, but for just Navajo riflemen using Haudenauseanee's new natives. And let's be real, this card should be an H3 card. Like it's unreal, man. Haudenosaunnee's new abilities. I'm actually a big fan of the Malta changes that happened this patch. I think they're overall an improvement for the civilization, especially these new fire thrower changes that make them super good at Age 2. But fuck, Navajo riflemen are super good too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this pure food wood, no coin gathering coming in whatsoever.
Yeah, so he's really leaning on that new civ bonus here, too.
And now we have some docks up as well.
Cheeky docks. That's what he was saving
by this point
for.
I've just sent my 700 coin. I already have my Wignacourt constructions. I built a second commandery down here so I can gather in peace. And I'm trying to spread out a little bit now. We're also picking up infantry breastplate from the arsenal as well. My goal here is just to get my explorer up and then get him to build up some trade posts is kind of my objective at the moment.
Yeah.
And then get away from this guy because he's going to scout them, you know.
Oh.
Nothing I can do about that. It was just too far away. But what is important is they're gone. They're gone. Yeah, try raiding my vills. Just try it.
Yep. Underrated power of Malta. Like, you know, we all thought that the, Inca pop in, pop out of their fort was busted. Well, you know, how about you pop in and teleport?
Now we're using the...
But realistically, I think Malta's actually balanced with that.
Buy our way to Age 3. We're going with the bishop. That's kind of why I haven't been training any military.
Yeah.
But Malta, you're going to see the fire throwers have a huge power spike in Age 3 that makes them absolutely nuts. I'm also trying to focus on Hussars because I knew these guys shadow tech right away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this trade post up. It's uncontested, it seems like. This is a bit of an unfortunate raid here, though.
Ooh. Yeah.
But even though all this is happening, me and Kinda are actually staying very even in score, which is kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, never underestimate Wignacourt.
Never underestimate Wignacourt. Even nerfed down to 25%, it's still insane.
Yeah.
Just run them all back. And it's not like these Navajo riflemen are lacking in attack either. They have, they don't have the highest attack and they don't have the highest range, but it's enough that they win most of their fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we still got units just training, just focusing on being militaristic. We finally have 600 coin coming in from Hauds. I guess Hauds don't have the 700 coin, do they?
Don't believe so. I believe that they only have the 600 and then their combination shipment.
One of the things I actually plan on doing is removing Aubergs from this deck and adding Hospitality, because I feel like I just need that faster age up,
Mm-hmm.
But here's one of the great things that we're going to see here is as soon as we get to age 3, Malta is just going to get a huge military power spike. And it's through a combination, especially with fire throwers. Like the power spike comes from the fire thrower, and we get the new town center here. I'm waiting for my idiot self to catch up with the fact that I'm in age 3, that I'm in age 3 now. But you're gonna see veteran fire thrower come in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that gets paired with the 9 fire thrower card. And 8 fire throwers was already a fantastic card, but they just removed the 7 and changed it to 9 now, and it's insanely good. But like that's so much firepower in combination with this veteran status. I mean, like these guys are going to be just absolute beasts, and there's going to be so many of them coming in immediately into age 3, which is just so good, like it's such a big power spike.
Right.
There's placer mines there, and now we have 22 fire throwers, up from 13.
Yep.
And now they're veteran level, and that is just insanely good.
Unless Kinda has been going hard into Kanya, this is not a good situation right now.
Kinda just clicked up to age 3 right now with the warrior.
Ooh, that's a terrible timing for him.
Yeah, this war hut's gonna just melt. There's no stopping that. And then I try to take my Hussar and go raiding. There is fuck all down here.
There is nothing.
Nothing.
Neither of you have even explored that corner.
Yeah, just the Navajo riflemen here are so numerous. That card that allows them to just be built way more and way cheaper is so busted for age 2. It at least needs to be an age 3 card. Is kind of what we determined together after the results of this game.
That's down. You're just kind of dancing around each other right now.
Exactly. We're playing footsie right now. But I've sneaked a peek a couple of times at the size of the Kanya mass, and I'm like, okay, I need to start making anti-cav now. So now I'll come out with the Dragoons and other stuff like that. One of my plans is also, besides sending the Dragoons, I have my eye on the Knight of Rhodes after I make another commandery, which I think goes down around here somewhere. But that'll give 9 Hospitalers, which will be a great anti-cav boost,
Yeah.
And then we're also training Hospitalers on top of that, which I missed, but we're just getting more goons. But yeah, I'm trying to go all in on the anti-cav because I know as powerful as my fire thrower mass is, I don't have the capability to fight the big Kanya mass because I know that there's a big Kanya mass. Kind of thought that this thing was secret. It was not. I spotted it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
And look, there's cuirassiers coming in now as well. So this is 17 Kanya horsemen with the 5 cuirassiers. And oh my god, look at all these forest prowlers going together with the Navajo riflemen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nasty amount of calves there.
A potent amount. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
One could even say it's a relatively large amount of cav. Now the elite upgrades have come in for everything except tomahawks. And I've been getting goons now as well. We have veteran hospitalers coming in. 9 hospitalers from Knights of Rhodes are going to be coming in now as well, because we have the 3rd Commandery up here.
Mm-hmm.
And the big showdown is about to transpire.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, Knights of Rhodes is coming in now. That's going to be 9 hospitalers. Which is a big anti-cav shipment, you know?
Yeah, it is.
But so no sooner than that happens than kind of goes on the attack. So now it's time to play. It just goes right past all the anti-cav, so that did a lot of good. Settlers gearing up into the town center. Most of the cav is actually pretty much dead at this point, or a lot of it will be. 9 hospitalers just showed up, hitting right into the middle of the cav mass.
Oh yeah, look at all those numbers go.
But unfortunately, all of my hussars are dead by this point. And there's just enough cav left that they can do a bunch of damage to my to my units here. And this was the end of the game right here.
Yeah, they're gonna wipe up that mass, unfortunately, there.
And unfortunately, this is where we call it game. Just a very clean sweep. I thought I had enough anti-cav. I very clearly didn't. I might have had enough anti-cav had I had kind of pushed about 10 seconds later and I was able to fully fit the massive hospitalers into my units, you know? But it was just a rough game. But I was able to keep up with Haudenauseanee's aggressiveness, even with the broken Navajo, for 20 minutes until the water boom actually started to pay off and kind of started to lead and score. And that is a huge improvement from what Malta could do previously, where they could turtle, right, but they couldn't go anywhere from their turtle, it felt like. And they can go they can go in a lot more places, and they have a much more notable power spike in Age 3 if you start with fire throwers, which is really nice because it's much easier to start fire throwers now. So I am, even though I lost this game, I'm very happy with the results of this game. We found a broken card that needs to be nerfed from Haud, and we found that Malta again can keep up with a lot of the other civilizations and have a powerful fire thrower start now. So overall, I'm very happy with this, even though I did lose it.
Yeah, I think that's a good result for pop testing, and for those of you sitting at home, open the pup, download that sucker, test it, look for things like this.
Absolutely,
test them out.
We're about to go and play a couple. Games ourselves. So you might end up seeing us a little bit soon. So have a great day, enjoy, and goodbye.
Still my heart beats again and again. I'm always searching for love with no sense within my head.